Pibili na. Pibili na. I want to say Akwaba in your language. So how do I say it? Like I want to say Pibili na Akwaba, and I want the Akwaba in your language.
You have to learn.
I can only learn it when you teach me.
Yeah, so you learn so that next time you see me.
Oh, Samini, stop that. I want to say Pibilina Akwaba. How do I say it?
So Pibilina, yes, sorry.
Pibilina, yes, sorry. Then you say what? Then you say what?
Kermin do.
Yeah, sempre baby. All right, so officially, Pibilina, yes, sorry.
Sorry, but some Kermin do.
Sempre baby.
I eat them.
Hey, what was it? Samini, what was it? That's our studio. Every year, first you and I come on into us. So congratulations to Samini Fest 2018. That was what number of the editions?
This would be the fourth one in 5 years.
Fourth in 5 years. Yeah. And this time I decided to change the location what transpired?
I wanted to do open event. I wanted to do a free event. Okay. So I wanted to do it outdoor.
Over the years, there's been a ticketing event.
Yes. So we took 1 year break. So coming back, I wanted to do it free to like relaunch it and get the people to understand that we're back.
So is it going to be continuously free or it will change after this year?
If it changes, we will announce it for the subsequent ones. But for the last one, it was free for a reason. We wanted to announce to everybody that we were back and we were like relaunching Samini Fest. So.
And I was also very glad when I saw the partnership with Vodafone because this is what we've been looking for, that all the telecommunication, they'll be supporting artists to do their shows, and you got them. Who should we say thank you to? Management, brand Samini, or who?
Everybody involved so far. So I mean, I've had a good relationship with all the telcos. I've actually been brand ambassador for one of them for over 8 years.
Exactly.
So I am experienced with these telcos and I know how to, approach them and work with them. So I think after Icons, the next major thing was Samini Fest.
Okay. Yeah, you were a judge.
Yeah, on Vodafone Icons.
Oh, okay. Okay, so that was when the whole relationship started.
It started way before that, but as part of the activities for the year, I knew that I was going to do Icons and I was hoping that I get them on board for Samini Fest before the year ends. When it was a good one.
Since when did you start working with Africa One Media? Because personally, I just heard their names following brand Samini not long ago, so I become confused. Have they been there
officially? Officially, 2017 August is when I announced that I had signed onto a new management team.
Oh, okay.
So August 2018 would be a year. So I think we're barely over a year now.
Over a year with Africa One Media.
Yeah.
So does it mean you are now going to be restricted with maybe what you did for artists like Kofi Kinata with High Grade Family, because you also have a bigger label taking care of you?
Not at all. I mean, anything that I would want to do, I have a bigger team now to be able to delegate different things to, and it will be easier for me to do than before. So I think it's even a better position to be in right now.
Okay. Do you intend signing another artist? Because we heard of Dion Boache, but we are still not sure how that business is going.
Yeah, Dion is endorsed by High Grade, but we've not signed him on as an artist that we're going to be managing. If that happens, we're going to announce that. But as it goes, anything Dion does, we support and we put it out, make sure the people...
Okay, so what you did for him was an endorsement?
Yes.
By High Grade Family?
Because I had spotted him and I wanted to let the people know, I've seen this one too. So guys, check him out. But, paperwork and contract is way deeper than just saying, check this guy out. And so far, he's been consistent with some of the stuff I'm hearing from him.
Okay.
And I only hope that Ghanaians give him more ears and then eventually he can land proper. But now the focus is on brand Samini when it comes to my team, because I have a new album. and we have to push that.
So the projections is not on maybe signing any other artist yet?
No, not necessarily.
Until further notice.
Yes.
Let's go back to Osu. When I saw videos, I was not there. When I saw videos of Samini in some regalia, some traditional wear, I was asking myself, is it because of the new title, the Pibilina, and that is why Samini came appearing like that? Is this what we will be seeing moving forward?
No, I mean, I've always represented Africa and Ghana.
But Osu was very title.
That was me wearing my smock, my three-piece, which is northern.
Okay.
It's northern Ghanaian to wear that. So, and that's not the first time I'm wearing that outfit. So I felt like wearing that to introduce myself to Ghana, because it was meant to be live across DSTV.
Exactly.
And Africa was going to be watching.
Exactly.
So I needed to come with an entrance that the people would watch and raise eyebrows and go like, okay, who's this one? For those who don't know, you're going to have to watch and watch well. So the presence is usually very important. And I know that my traditional regalia is strong enough to make me stand out.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So at the end of the show, did we see Samini going topless?
No, not topless. Not topless. I took off the first piece and then I had the second piece.
So does it mean we did not wave on the day? They did not wave on the day?
Yeah, they did, but they had stuff to wave. I mean, some of them went topless, but I didn't go topless on stage.
Is it part of the restrictions of the new kingship title?
No. There's no restriction. I'm a warrior as well. In the part of the north that I'm from, we are the warriors. So yeah, we are allowed to, take off our shirts when it's wartime.
Oh, okay. So you are not restricted.
Where I'm from, we're the only stool that can actually walk into the War Palace without our shoes on.
Oh, okay. Yes. You can walk to War Palace with your shoes on.
Yes.
I see. I read somewhere that the chiefs and people of War, they want you to, first of all, nurture some underground artists. They want to give you a land where you can build studios to even support these artists. Have you started some of these projects yet?
We've been doing a few things underground, low-key up north, especially like bringing 5 artists from WA to perform at this year's Samini Fest.
Oh, I see.
And the little we can do to actually give these up and coming ones the chance. But as to building projects like that, we're yet to, because I predominantly was born, raised in Accra. Most of my handouts I did in Accra to people like Stoneboy, people like Kenata, people like Kaki in the industry. I did most of that down here because I was born and raised here, and this is what I'm used to. But now that I have reconnected with the people up there, I'm now looking at channeling some of the energy to the art up there for people to hear what else my people have to offer apart from me, So you're going to be hearing a lot more from the WA underground artists. Yeah,
I see. Now, the Untamed album seems to be doing magic. It is less than 1 month and it's already getting nominations internationally, appearing on the Billboard Chart and all. Let's talk about the nominations for the Reggaeville 2018 Album of the Year. I was thinking, hey, nominations. How did you do it?
I think it just came out just about the right time before they wrapped up 2018 albums.
Okay.
So just when they wrapped up, they released their nominations for Album of the Year. And I think it's also because of how the traffic was the first week they released it. So, as we released it. So all of those played a role, because Reggaeville, I don't have a personal link to Reggaeville. All I know is that we put it out on their platform as well, because it's one of it's Europe's biggest reggae platform. So we released it there. So they just put out the albums that were released on their platform for that year. So if fans are listening, keep voting. We stand a heavy chance of winning that one. But that was like the quickest nomination I've ever.
I know. Less than a month.
Yeah, I didn't even
and an album gets a nomination, not even in your community,
not at
somewhere
all.
That you are not very known there.
Yeah,
I see. Now, what does it mean when an artist in Ghana's album appear on Billboard Chart? Because on 7th, I think it was on 1st January when we realized that your album was somewhere there. That's the 7th album was on 8th position.
Yeah.
What does it mean to an artist like that? Because we hear such stories, yes, we jubilate. But then what does it mean, really, in terms of the business?
Well, it means that your album is doing well in all aspects, from patronage, streaming, sales, airplay across the world and everything. So then it depends on the genre you're doing and which genre brought your album to the charts. You understand? So you're talking about reggae albums released for the period, and that's our debut position for number 8.
I see.
Yeah.
It means more money for brand Samini, I guess.
Definitely.
Some people also have this belief that if it is reggae, we are always going to play shadow to, say, Jamaica or to some particular countries. But then it seems you guys are still pushing it. Do you have the chance to rule the world with reggae music, knowing very well where we place?
I think I just proved them wrong by debuting at number 8 on the Billboard Chart with a reggae album. I am on record the first Ghanaian-based reggae artist to debut the Billboard Reggae Charts at number 8. So I think the first to go there was Rocky Dawuni, and he had to be in America and become American to do that.
Exactly.
So we're talking Ghana. So if Ghana has been able to come into that space without a feature on that album,
with just one voice on it, and still it got that recognition. Congratulations.
I think we can do it.
Congratulations, Samini. Now I'm thinking about you in so many ways. You have a reggae album, so anytime you are going on a tour, there is no way you can toy with any performance apart from the live thing. And you have a band here, maybe a 6-piece band and all. I know you guys, when you guys are traveling, you face difficulties with visas, with all the band players and all. How are you going to maintain, how are you going to manage traveling around? Because I know very soon you'll be starting an album tour, that is the Untamed album tour, Europe and other countries. How are you going to manage this?
Well, you have the regular setbacks that you would go through when you're doing visa for a group of people, you know, so that's set aside. I think the higher you get, the more professional you get, the easier some of these things. So we have a way of going around these things, and we have a relationship with most of these embassies.
Okay.
So they know what you're about and they know what your thing is. I don't recall a Ghanaian, an embassy in Ghana refusing me and my band visas. That would be probably the fault of whoever is inviting us and whether or not they are credible enough. But for me and my team, they don't doubt me and my team for those things. So apart from that too, there are territories where you would travel to that you would not necessarily have to take your band because it's a promo trip that you're going. So you have your music recorded such that you have space to do your vocals instead of singing over your voice. So the studio will give you your beat with your vocals muted and a few backup vocals here and there to support you on stage. So you can do club appearances with your song and still get to perform live instead of miming and hating yourself after.
I see. Yeah. So do you have some plans ahead for maybe an album tour very soon?
Yes. There's a lot going on. I mean, this album just took off, and we are getting so many interesting calls and emails from all across the world in the reggae fraternity, and it's been overwhelming. Yeah. So a lot is going to be happening with this album.
I see. And I heard you were surprised big time at Samini Fest. Your whole family came on the stage that you were not aware.
Yeah, you know, I mean, my two girls, I wasn't aware that they were going to be brought on stage, you know, and they came on stage with a beautiful cake, and it was all amazing for me because I remember when I first had, you know, Toilet, the first one, and now she's 14 and she's here speaking.
All grown.
Yeah, you know, so it was all nice. It was a good feeling to be able to share that.
Now something happened on the lighter side on the stage when they gave you your cake. You said you wouldn't cut it with a knife because you had your picture on it.
Yes. Yeah, you know, so they brought me a cake and I could see a beautiful cake, nice cake. I could see myself. Okay, and then they brought me the knife. So I'm looking at the knife, looking at myself like, okay, am I going to do this? Hold on, let me put the knife away and maybe give myself a massage. I'm tired. So I touched the cake with my hands instead of the knife. Yeah.
Was it spiritual?
If it was, then maybe it helped me. Because me, I'm not going to stab myself.
Oh my goodness, when I saw that, I said, oh really? Samini thought that's smart? Because yeah, you forget.
Any chance to save yourself another day, make what do.
Oh my goodness, we have so many things to say, but then we are also going to listen to other 22 songs on the album. That is the Untamed album. So we might cut the chat short, and maybe on another day when we meet again. Empress Anita wants to know something. She has been asking this question from day one when you did the launching, where you said that Loud City Music did most of the production, about 95% of the album. She wants to know, don't we have requested people here in Ghana who could do that for you?
We do, but it's just a handful. And sometimes there's a long queue with these special producers who are just a handful. So if you want to work fast and you have a reliable source to get your sound right, you just go ahead and do it. Now the world is one global village. I had the right connection with the studio in Seattle, and they happen to be 3 times Grammy nominated reggae producers, and I was working on a reggae album. So it was just perfect to just concentrate and do it with these guys. So I spoke to my Ghanaian producers that I'm going to be taking the files from you guys. So we go to the bigger studio with it. They all agreed. And then I traveled with Brainy to the States with every Ghanaian producer's files. So Brainy came out there to supervise all of that, made sure everything went nice, and we came back with a masterpiece.
What was that much cost to you?
Yeah. Yeah, it cost some money, but like I keep saying, if you're working on a masterpiece, if you want a timeless project, you don't worry about the initial investments. You make sure you don't cut corners. Make sure you pay the right people, put the right people in the right places, get the thing done right, and it's there for life.
I know. Now, before we even start listening to snippets of these songs, where can we buy the album? Where can we get them, especially online?
Okay, for the Android folks, it's on Uptown. Yeah, and then for everybody else, is on all the platforms, all the digital platforms. We're still working on hard copies. I'm even thinking of releasing a few vinyls for some special people, because there are reggae lovers who still like the vinyl sound. So we're working on a lot, but for now it's digital and it's doing quite well. Thanks for the guys out there who are pushing it, and thanks for everybody that's bought it so far. If you've not got yourself a copy, this might be the time you should.
It looks as if anytime Ghana gets that worldwide attention on music, about 80% or 90% it is on reggae. Should we all run to do reggae? Because this morning Dada Hafko was also arguing that we need to say high life is our thing. But then unfortunately for us, when we get
high life is
this,
reggae. High life is reggae and reggae is high life. Yeah, I can say that because there's so many classic high life songs which are reggae songs. To somebody that don't speak Twi and don't speak English, if they're listening to that song anywhere else, you're listening to like a Latin reggae song. It's a reggae song. Yeah, but then you go down there and it's reggaeton and it's something else and it's something else. But so then if you're trying to restrict genres just because they have other genres influencing them, then you might end up just wasting your time trying to identify which particular one is what. Because if you go to the Caribbean, you hear soca, it's like Afrobeat. It's hard Afrobeat, you know, but they call it soca, and it is what it is. So what's amazing here is that it's the same people doing the music. It's people from West Africa that are in the Caribbean and the rest of the islands doing music. So when we come to West Africa, we do reggae a bit more and stronger than other parts of Africa. In my opinion, I think it's because the masses out there in the Caribbean came from West Africa.
I see.
So
after listening to the Untamed album, can someone say this is a new Samini?
No. It's just Samini doing Samini music. I just stepped it a notch higher. You know, I just raised the bar when it comes to sound quality, you know, and reggae. So this is Ghana reggae as of 2019. And, you know, this is going to be the yardstick. I foresee a lot of reggae albums coming after this one.
Okay, so guys, get ready for it. Remember that after listening, you have to just go online and buy it. In Ghana, you can buy it from Uptown, and of course, you can also get it from iTunes and all. This is Untamed, Samini's 7th album,